Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at Mel Kiper's Mock Draft 1.0. Mel Kiper's Round 1 predictions for the 32 picks. This is an ESPN Plus article, so I'm not going to show you guys the entire mock draft because, quite frankly, it's not really fair to ESPN Plus, so if you guys do want to go check it out, go get ESPN Plus. We're just going to be talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selection and any possible surprises that are there. I will go through the first couple of picks because it is pretty obvious. Jaden Daniels, you have Caleb Williams, you have Drake May, and you have Marvin Harrison in there. But we're going to go all the way down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have the number 26 overall pick in this mock draft. By the way, J.J. McCarthy going to Seattle. That would be interesting. You keep on going down. We keep on scrolling all the way to number 26. And Mel Kiper has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Chop Robinson, defensive end out of Penn State. Now, this is a position group that we've talked about in the past, and just to kind of gloss over the paragraph here, there's a lot that the Buccaneers have to do this year. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Levante David, and Antoine Winfield Jr. all have to come back. I'm not considering Devin White coming back. That's just the way I see it. But a number one pass rusher is a legitimate need and possible concern for the Bucs. You do have Yaya Diaby, who led the team in sacks with 7.5, and I will say the Bucs typically are a team that, leads more as I guess I should say gets pressure and sack numbers as a unit rather than individuals leading the way, but still, it helps to get a number one guy. What's going to happen with Shaq Barrett this offseason? We don't know. That's going to be an incredibly tough decision. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka hasn't necessarily worked out. Yaya Diaby's looked good. Kalijah Kancey's looked good, but you need, in my opinion, a number one guy in that mix. Now, talking about Robinson and the potential to break out, 5.5 sacks in 2022, 4 in 2023, 18% pressure rate was solid, didn't lead to production. Robinson expects to do well at the combine. NFL teams love edge rushers that have high upside traits. He's a bit raw, but he has the tools with which to work. And that'd be interesting in the case of Chop Robinson if he is a guy that definitely has more, let's say, raw potential than an immediate starting potential. I still would say that Chop Robinson would likely not be a number one guy moving forward for the Bucs. I do believe that. I say that because, yes, if you can bring him in, he could have success like a Yaya Diaby, who had very similar comparisons and talks and whatnot about the raw potential and the raw ability of what he could possibly do at the NFL level, but it's obviously not a guarantee. You don't want to bank on all that raw potential working out, so to speak, or just being a success right away. So I think that Chop Robinson would be a guy who would more so be, let's say more so of like a number 3, maybe I would say a strong number 3, so to speak. So it's something that I agree with Mel Kiper. Yes, if the ability is there. Yes, if the overall attributes are there, the traits are there, then a lot of people are going to like that and whatnot. But I would also say that in terms of overall starting ability, you worry about that a little bit. There we go. We can finally find his freaking draft prospect profiles. They 6'3", 255 pounds from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Shout out Gaithersburg. I have a friend from there. Shout out Sean. He gets comparisons to Micah Parsons. Now, that's obviously fantastic, and that is awesome. And, if he were to turn out like Micah Parsons right away, that is insane. I mean, that's absolutely insane. That is a guy that you could have be your starter and a strong starter right away. I just don't know if the Buccaneers would be willing to run that risk. But getting athletic comparisons to Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett is awesome. And the explosiveness, the twitchiness, the speed, everything that we're seeing here, the size is great as well. It's all good stuff that you want to see in a hyper-aggressive offense. The big thing here is that Parsons was a little bit more polished as a football player when it came out. Chop is still a little bit green. That's the big concern there, right? So it is awesome that he is getting comparisons to those guys in Myles Garrett and in the form of Micah Parsons as well. But you also, I'm not 100% sure can bank on that. Again, the production wasn't always there. 4 sacks in 2023, 5.5 in 2022. Hey, he also went to Maryland. Shout out Maryland. 2 sacks in 2021. So, interesting prospect. I would not hate the pick at all. I think it would be an awesome pick. But I could see Chop Robinson maybe being a number 3 guy to start behind a Yaya Diaby. And if they want to bring in a new pass rusher, somebody else, maybe a Daniel Hunter, maybe somebody else that is out there in the free agent market that we've talked about in previous videos. Or maybe if they decide to keep Shaq Barrett is still your number 1. Chop Robinson is maybe battling with Yaya Diaby for number 2 snaps. So that's something. I don't know. I don't mind it because, again, I think Todd Bowles should get some more pieces and just continue to have investments in his defense. I think that he has earned that. And depending on what the Buccaneers do, this could be a fantastic pick for the Bucs. I like Chop Robinson as a prospect. It seems like he's got loads of potential, even to be named as a year 1 starter here and get comparisons to Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett by Lance Zierlein. It's a solid pick. It's a very, very solid pick. You got to question if he's going to be there or not after the combine, and we'll just have to wait and see as to how all those things shake out. But love the pick here from Mel Kiper. What do you guys think about Chop Robinson? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.